Okay, so I'm still not on TikTok. If you were here yesterday, which there's nobody here I'm talking to right now anyway. That's weird. Somehow in the washer or dryer, a sock somehow managed to get into my pocket. It's one of those like probably not one in a million chances, but anyway. So at the end of my live yesterday, my workout, after my workout, luckily this time it was after. My live got suspended on YouTube again. Third time, second time for hate speech. And again, if you were here, anybody was here, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you watched yesterday's video, you can go through and watch yesterday's video, and you'll see exactly when my live got suspended, because I get very irritated when it does, and like, I'm not shocked anymore after having videos taken down on YouTube for the same stupid bullshit. But I was talking about a job that I worked at and how horrible it was because the employees were terrible, the management was terrible, and the ownership was terrible. And also my live got taken down. I'm not sure exactly what I said that might cause it to be taken down, other than maybe one word, which was not a hate speech word, unless it's directed to certain individuals, and if I think that's what it is, even then, still, it wasn't hate speech. Hate speech is directed to people. And that word, I called the employees cocksuckers. That is just an insult to people. That is not derogatory, unless you're saying it to somebody, honestly, unless you're saying it to somebody who's gay, a male who's gay. You know, if I say it to him in a derogatory, insulting way, then yeah, that would be hate speech, because then I would be saying it for a certain reason, just because I don't agree with him. And that's not me. I am 100% supportive of anybody's lifestyle, as long as you don't harm other people, obviously. I've taught my kids ever since they were little that what two adults, grown adults, consenting adults do in their own room or in their own bedroom is their own business. Who people want to love are their own business. I've said on multiple occasions that when I'm hit on, I don't want to necessarily say hit on, when I've been flirted with or complimented by another male in that way, I am flattered. I am 100% flattered, and I'm not joking when I say that, because it's a compliment. 100%, it's a compliment. If someone's attracted to you and they say, "Wow, you're attractive," or whatever version of that is, I find it to be a compliment. You know, I don't get all pissed off and insecure about, "Oh, I'm not like that." Well, I'm not like that, but at the same time, I'm flattered by it, so it's not a big deal to me. So, one, I would not use that in a derogatory way towards somebody. This is not me issuing an apology video, because I don't do that shit. Because I don't say something like, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that." No, I said it because I said it, and I said it because I wanted to say it. I don't care. But I don't think that's the reason. The reason probably is because I make slightly conservative videos quite a bit. The last video I made that was not having to work out, I made a stitch to a Modern Warrior video, which he took down and issued apology for, because people took it out of context. And they took it out of context because he made it for people to take out of context. He made it to stir controversy. And one, I didn't even realize it at first that I did take it out of context to a point, but at the same time, after thinking about it, because somebody made a point to, well, why didn't you show the whole video? You took out the if you identify as, you know. You can go back and watch the video on my TikTok. It's still there. Surprisingly. I thought of that. I'm like, if you identify, if you're basically, if you're a person of color and you identify as white passing or white presenting, and he goes, then you're white. And that pissed off a lot of people who were light-skinned and mixed. Because the context they got out of it as basically was that if you're white passing, then you're white, instead of if you identify as. And the point of what he was trying to make, I think, is like, if you identify as white passing, so if you walk around and say, oh, I'm white passing, you know, it's cool, you know, I can pass as a white person, you know, people, you know, then you're identifying as the white part of you, as opposed to identifying as the person of color. You know, so he's saying if you're taking the white side, you know, of you, you can't sit there and claim the dark side, I guess. The I don't want to say it wrong because people like to twist things. So, yeah, you're not claiming the darker skin tone. You know, you're claiming the white skin tone, the white portion, and that's even then, even in the proper context of what he said, it's derogatory. It's to people who are mixed or light skinned. Because one, you shouldn't be ashamed of who you are, period. And if you're mixed, you're mixed. You are equal parts of everything that is in you. So if you are part white, part Hispanic, part Asian, part African, then you are equal parts of that, and you should embrace all of that. So if you happen to be white passing, then whatever. That doesn't mean you are any less of the other parts that you are. And the whole reason he made that video was to stir up controversy. That's what he does. That's all he does. And he has a following. He has a cult following on this app that will attack anybody who attacks him in any way they want to. They know how to. Getting your lives banned, getting your videos taken down, and whatever. So that's my opinion on why I keep getting these violations. But what pisses me off the most about these violations, I understand if somebody takes something the wrong way, and they're like, oh, I don't like what he said, you know. One, if you're that offended by words that you don't like, then you shouldn't be on a social media app that allows people to speak freely. Even though technically this app doesn't allow people to speak freely, for the most part. But I can understand people being offended by stuff and reporting, like, oh, I don't like what you said, so I'm going to report that. But when you report something, it should not be an automatic removal. It should be like, oh, we got a report, you know, we got one report for hate speech or something, maybe we should go look at it. If we're going to take hate speech seriously, maybe we should jump into that live real fast and take a look at what he's saying. You're like, oh, I don't see anything, you know, and then afterwards review the live to make sure there was no hate speech in the live. And then go back and say, oh, no violation found, and let the creator do his thing. Because without the creators, these apps would be nothing. Okay, You could have all the users in the world, but if nobody's making content, you got nothing. All these apps rely on people doing this shit for free, and they make money off of it. I mean, that's like the biggest scam in the world, is that we do all this shit for free, and they make all the money off of it. Yet they will give us a violation and suspend us and ban us at the slightest whatever. and then what do you have left? You have users who don't make content. I've gone through my following list, because for some reason when TikTok bans somebody, it doesn't come off your following list. I could literally have all 10,000 people that I follow on TikTok banned, and it would still say I'm following 10,000 people. So every so often I go through, I type in TikTok, and if anybody's watching this who has 10,000, like, oh, I want to follow, well, I don't know who to get rid of. Go to your user list, type in TikToker, 2 words, TikToker, and then hit search. And any of the profiles that don't have a picture, has a blank avatar, click on it and see if it says account banned, and then just unfollow it. It's most likely they're not getting that account banned or back, they're just going to make a new one. That's the workaround. You make a new account. Unfortunately, you lose everything that you had. So another suggestion I'm going to recommend is that you save all your videos to your phone if you make videos on TikTok. Because if they ban your account, you're most likely not going to get it back. So, if you want to save your videos, you need to save your videos. I have them all on my phone. I have an expanded SD card, expanded storage on my phone. It's kind of getting full, but still, I have them all on there. So, hey Brent, what's going on? I'm ranting about being suspended on my live yesterday for hate speech, when there was absolutely no hate speech on my video, or in my broadcast whatsoever. This is the 3rd time, but this is the first time it's taken longer than a couple hours, because it got suspended at 16:09, so 4:09 is when it got suspended, and it even says in the thing, give us up to 24 hours, and that's fine. But the last 2 times, it was automatically restored within a couple hours. The first one took about 3 hours. The second one took about 2 hours. This one still isn't back up yet. But I'm also down here hours earlier. And the only reason I waited this long to come down here, because I was up at like 8:15. I was like, I need to get down here early and start. Was hoping that my TikTok would be back up by the time I came down here. Appeal update. It was determined that your content violates our community guidelines. Access cannot be restored. That is a crock of shit. There was absolutely no hate speech in my video whatsoever. Fuck TikTok. I'm so pissed. I am so fucking pissed off right now. My entire channel on TikTok, my entire fucking channel, it literally says anti-hate in my bio. I have stitched videos calling out people for hate speech and being hateful and their shit. I have stitched videos even making sure that I clarify the fact that I have nothing against this, that, and that, but what you're saying is wrong, you know. I am very, very clear on anti-hate. I'm on my anti-hate stance. I'm pausing these because I'm that pissed off. Okay, so I'm back. After submitting as many reports as I could possibly submit, any possible fucking way, to TikTok, because they're fucking bullshit. Hate speech in my fucking lies. That's a crock of shit. Not once have I spewed hate speech anywhere, let alone broadcasting it. So unless that somehow they don't care. They don't fucking care. Once they deny your appeal, they don't fucking give a shit anymore. So so it looks like I'm suspended until sometime next week.
And here we go.
I am suspended until August 2nd at 4:09 p.m. Yeah, for a week because of somebody's fake ass report. So, anyway, I decided to broadcast on Facebook until then. Not that I need to. And if I do get people that actually want to keep following me on Facebook, then I might just add an additional broadcast. Since TikTok likes to keep booting me for fake ass bullshit. So, anyway, it is now 1:15. I've been up since 8:30, and the only reason I waited till I came down the first time was to see if, hopefully, they would actually do the right thing and restore my thing before I came down here. Because I really wanted to be down here no later than 9 o'clock. But no. Gotta love TikTok. Fucking crap. So anyway, welcome Facebook. Anybody? I don't know how you reach Facebook. How does that work? I know that. I'm pretty sure it works the same as Instagram does. Just pops at the bottom. Probably show you how many people are on there. But anyway, I can guarantee you that if I sat here, just sat here, in an empty room, plain walls with nothing on them, the most mundane atmosphere, plain clothes, no writing on anything, like not even the Adidas symbol on my hat. I could sit here and do nothing, not speak, not move, and I could probably still get reported for hate speech, and they'd take it down. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to tell you what, all this started the way fucking society is now, with their whole, I'm offended by everything I want matters more than anything else, anything, you know, my feelings matter more, all started with the fucking generation that got participation trophies and the anti-bullying campaign. Again, I am anti-bullying 100%. But I'm not anti-bullying in the way that you squash bullying to the point that you allow the bullied to become the bullies. Because that's exactly what's happened nowadays. Is the bullied have become the bullies. But that's okay, because if it was reversed, that'd be bad. Because instead of having physical bullies, you know, that have some underlying issues, you have bullies who are more psychological now. Like all the geeks and nerds and stuff, you know. Again, I'm not trying to be mean, but all the geeks and nerds that would have been bullied back in the 80s and before are now becoming the bullies for everyone else. You can call somebody a dumb jock, and that's okay. But you can't call somebody a dweeb or a nerd. Because statistically, historically, they're the ones who've been bullied. But it's okay to bully in reverse. That's what I find ridiculous about the way society is run now. I don't like bullies, period. I don't like hateful, bigoted people, period. And that goes for any side. You know, yeah, there's history behind certain things which makes it worse in a way, but at the same time, it doesn't make it okay to do it in reverse. Well, historically, I'm not historic. So therefore, what you say about me has nothing to do with people in the past. I have no problem with generalizations when people say white people, you know, are this. White people have done this. Well, I haven't done that. So the white people from then did that stuff. And there are white people now that are still bad. Yes. That doesn't mean you generalize everything, because the whole problem with generalizing it is the whole problem we've had with everything else. Because the white people generalized minorities, and they were all the same. And that made it bad. Because it didn't matter. If you were black, you were bad. In white society. You were a criminal, you were a thug. That's how it was perceived. So now you want to take all of that and put it on to white people. And they're all this. They're all racist because these people were racist. That's wrong, because not all of those people were racist. And it goes for anything. Period. Anything. The big dumb jocks, some of them were the ones who would stop the other big dumb jocks from bullying the geeks and the nerds and the dweebs and the misfits. So it wasn't all the big dumb jocks. One good example there is, like, you can look at Stranger Things season 4, how they kind of just made that whole the Dungeons and Dragons group, those misunderstood kids who like to play role-playing games. They were Satanists because they had the Hellfire symbol on their shirt. They had the Satan, Beelzebub, or whatever, Baal, or the horned demon devil on their shirt. It was called Hellfire. They were Satanists. People like to group people into things, but they weren't the bad people in the movie. They're actually the heroes of the movie, or the TV show. I'm a big advocate against hateful behavior towards anybody. You want individuals held accountable? That's fine. You hold individuals. Why is my fucking goddamn live stream fucking stopped? Can we fucking work? Getting really annoyed. I'm getting so fucking annoyed. That's just a Twitch thing, I'm guessing, because it does it every so often, but doesn't say I was blocked or banned or removed or whatever. It just froze. Individuals need to be held accountable for their actions, period. But this whole, at the same time, this whole I'm offended shit. So if I'm offended, nobody can do anything type bullshit, that's fucking gotta go. Your feelings don't trump everybody else. And they're what they want to do, what they're doing. And again, the whole reason my live was suspended was because of these bullied turned into bullies bullshit. These trolls, these assholes who like to fucking push buttons just because they can. And because they know when they push those buttons on certain people, they'll get the results that they want. They can sit there and gloat about it. You know, I did this. People brag. How ridiculous it is it that people nowadays brag about being a narc? It's like a status symbol now. To be the rat, to be the narc, to be the one that tells on people, to be the teacher's pet, to be the teacher, do you see what Billy did? Teacher, do you see what Billy did? That's like a bragging right now. How ridiculous is that? Doxing people is it's illegal, but it's like a status symbol now. There are creators on this account do I think about working out throughout the day? Yeah, because basically I wrap everything, my day around doing these things. Because I'm constantly making videos. But yeah, I mean, how is that a bragging right to be the tattletale? When did tattletaling become like the thing to be a tattletale? And it's to the point that you're not just a tattletale, you're the boy who cried wolf. But instead of being the boy who cried wolf who gets eaten by the wolves because, you know, he's been, just kidding, just kidding, look what I did, I made you do this, I made that happen. And then when it finally happens, he gets eaten by the wolves because people are like, fuck it, I don't care, he's just lying again. Now it doesn't matter. It's like it's like everybody wants to be the new tattletale. So they will do whatever they want. They'll report things and do this, whatever. They can get you banned. They think it's cool to do that. When did that become the thing to be that person? Yet at the same exact time that it's the thing to be, it's also, hey Karen, I don't understand it. How can we have the Karens? Shouldn't the Karens be cool if we like to boost the doxing community? People like Dinesh and Tizzy and Our Exorcist on TikTok, they have like almost a million, over a million followers, and all they do is fucking dox people and you see what he did? 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 That's what we like to fucking do. At the same time, then we're calling out these Karens who are complaining about people doing things. Shouldn't we be lifting up the Karens? Like, do you spend time outside of working out, reading and thinking about working out? Yes, I do, as opposed to just like not doing. I'm gonna have to thank you two for jumping on here because I will continue this damn rant forever. So I'm gonna thank you guys for taking my focus back to what I'm actually on here for. Because I don't need to be doing that. That's just I have to vent, but yes, because I like to know what I'm doing. I'd like to know what I'm taking. Even though some of the things I take aren't probably the best. I'm not saying they're bad for you, but like the testosterone booster that I take, it's the muscle tech stuff you get from like Giant Eagle. It's not like I'm not spending $150 on testosterone boosters. I'm probably going to do a little bit more than what I'm going to buy in the cheap bottle. And the cheap bottle doesn't do much. It does give you a slight boost, but it's nothing major. But when you combine the testosterone booster with the creatine, with the HMB tablets, and working out and eating protein, your testosterone is going to boost. Just all together, even without the booster. So yeah, I do like to read up on it. I like to check out new workout routines, see what's going on. There are a few times where I'll mention videos that I've watched, talking about doing different things. Like I watched a video from a trainer, Gravity Transformations on YouTube, that was talking about lifting heavy versus lifting light to build muscle. And according to the research, both pretty much do exactly the same, just in different ways. Obviously you need more reps, because if you think about it, you lift heavy a few times, or you lift light a lot, by the time you're done, you do 5 heavy or you do 30 light. By the time you're done with that 30, those last few are like, it feels just as heavy as what you'd be lifting with the 5. It's like holding, like I could sit here, this cup of water is almost full. If I held it out here for an hour, it's going to be hard. Or doing wall sits, doing planks, same concept, I guess. But yeah, I do like that because it also kind of confirmed or reaffirmed what I'm doing here with my workout. I started light, I'm going heavy, heavier, and then I'm going back to a combination of light and heavy. So I like to check out my stuff. The only thing that I'm not doing that I probably kind of want to start doing is adding more cardio to my routine, just to help knock this fat off a little bit more. My son's arguing with me about it's not going to help because cardio, it doesn't burn a lot of extra calories. But my results from 8 years ago shows that I did burn a lot more calories doing it the way I did it before, which was extra cardio. So, but yeah, I like to constantly look up things that have to do with this, so I can make it work better, and then I can also relay better information when I am making these videos, because I don't like saying the wrong stuff. I like to have some integrity of what I'm saying, and even when I do say the right stuff, I like to also make sure that I say, please double check my research against your own, because I don't want to say that I don't want you guys taking my word for it and then me being wrong. So wasn't trying to ignore the other one in here, I'm sorry. So Hey man, today was my first day in the gym. I picked up some weights around 15 kilograms. That's 15 kilograms. That's what, 10, 12 pounds? I think. I gotta look it up. I don't know the conversions. I know 1.6 kilometers is 1 mile. I know that. 15 kilograms, 2 pounds. 33 pounds. Oh, wow, I was way off. It's the opposite way. It's a little more than double. Okay. So about 33, 34 pounds. After that, my heartbeat went crazy fast. My eyes were blurry. I got sweaty, and then I had to lie on the ground. And after 4 or 5 minutes, I felt normal. I felt like I was about to pass out. Well, one, congratulations going back to the gym or going to the gym. Two, I don't know your body type, so I don't know your medical conditions either. So I'm not sure what we do. That just depends on what you were doing. My suggestion is to always start light and easy when you first go. Do a little bit, then do a little bit more, and then do a little bit more. Like me, I didn't work out for like 2-3 years after being very, very lazy and eating a lot of crap. That's kind of how my cycle goes. I will work out really hard for a while, and then something will happen to make me stop. Like something stupid, something very stupid, like TikTok banning my lives that I do with this stuff. Like I wanted to be down here earlier, but I waited. Last time they suspended my live, I sat upstairs for 3 hours until they restored it. Then I came back down. But doing that kind of stuff fucks up my work schedule, and then I'm not making money, and then I got to stop doing everything altogether just to go back and work and make more money and make up for what I wasn't making. So there's certain things that I will allow myself to fuck up, and then have to stop. And then after I stop, I got to get back on a cycle, and then I can't get back on my cycle, and then next thing I know, 2-3 years have gone by, and I put all the weight back on that I lost. But I also know trying to go back to where I was after not doing anything and eating crap, and I can't even make it up a flight of stairs without getting winded, it's not a good thing. So if you go back, if you go check out the YouTube, my first video, you can kind of skim through it. You don't kind of sit there and watch the whole. My first video was 40 minutes. I can't get under 3 hours now. It's pissing me off. Now, some of that's my workout, some of that's me talking. A lot of me talking. But I literally started off the heaviest, I mean not the heaviest, but 90% of the dumbbell exercises I was using were these pink 3-pound weights. And I live streamed that and I recorded it, and they're up on YouTube, me using these pink weights. Little pink aerobic weights. They're 3 pounds. I still use these for my my oblique twists right now. I'm still using this for that. I'm using 2 to 3 pound ankle weights as weight for my oblique crunches and my just to add a little bit of weight to my crunches. You're 21. I remember what it was like being 21. I'm not saying this is you, but I remember me at 21. I was hard-headed. Whenever people like lift, yeah, I can help lift that, and I'm like crushing my fuck. You know, I'm like I kind of had a bigger ego than muscles. Literally had a bigger ego than muscles. I didn't want to look weak, so I tried to lift more than I could. A lot of times I would stick to the Nautilus machines, where I wasn't actually just picking up little tiny weights, you know, even though it was like sometimes just one plate going up. But I could pull the pin, put it back there, do my set, and move on to my next one. And not a lot of people were over by the Nautilus machines because most of the guys were in the gym, you know, in the free weight room. So I would use the machines where there wasn't a lot of people. the ones that were there were usually girls doing a few exercises. The Nautilus machines were they were more popular back then than they are now. And a lot of the machines now are a little more intricate than they were back then. So a lot of them are machines that use weights now, and things like that. So I'm not going to tell you to not be concerned if you picked up some weights and your heart went nuts. That's something I would be concerned about. But again, I don't know exactly what you were doing at the time. You might think you just pick up these weights and just start pumping shit out and just kept going harder than you might have should. Than you should have at the time. So I don't know, honestly. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not an athletic trainer. From experience, though, I do know that there are some things that can do that. Like, when was the last time you ate beforehand? Did you eat right before you started? Because if you did that, that could make you nauseous, which could give you kind of the same feeling. Did you eat 3 hours beforehand and you kind of used up all your energy? Because I've done that too. So I've come down here, worked out, got halfway through it and felt like I was going to pass out and throw up because I didn't eat. So I'd have to go grab myself a protein bar and wait about 15-20 minutes for that to settle for me to start working out again. So sometimes that's an issue. Sometimes you go a little bit too hard, too fast, a little too heavy, too fast. That can cause issues with that. But yeah, if it was your first day ever doing, I'm going to suggest going light. But if you have issues, if you had that big of an issue, okay, so CrossFit type stuff. Okay, nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of people that like to bash CrossFitting, but there's nothing wrong with the workouts themselves, because there's a lot of stuff CrossFitters can do that lifters can't do. There's a lot of stuff lifters can't do that CrossFitters can't do. It's just completely different animals. But yeah, doing tire things like that. Yeah, that's full body. That's 100% full body. That would be like me taking these. I'm just gonna grab light ones, but that would be like, you know, me taking. Let's just say I got. This is basically what you have. Okay, this is 17.5 pounds. 15 kilograms is 33 pounds. So if I double this, that's 35 pounds. That's basically the same thing you have. So if I start climbing those steps while lifting these up and down like this, you know, going up the steps, I'm working my whole body, and that's going to make your it's going to take your heart rate up real fast, because it's a full body workout. So yeah, if you're not used to doing movements like that quickly with weight like that, then I can almost guarantee you that's could just be the issue with the fact that you're not used to doing it. Just like I said, before I came down here back in April and started working out again regularly, I delivered DoorDash. That's my full-time job right now. DoorDash, all those services. I do all those services, but carrying a bag of food, it's not a lot of stuff. I mean, it's very light, but there's occasionally times I have to climb 3 flights of steps to apartments that don't have elevators. I mean, I'm sure they have elevators, but they're probably key codes and stuff. But I have to climb 3 flights of steps, and by the time I get to the third flight, the third floor, I'm winded. I was winded. So my heart was racing, and I was breathing heavy, short of breath, and it took probably about 5-10 minutes back in my car until my everything calmed itself down. I also like to point out, the fact that before I started working out again, like I do a little kind of calf ankle stretch. Your ankles get stiff. You kind of do one of these things. I'm not sure if I'm the only person who does that or not, but I would do this, and then next thing you know, my legs were shaking. And then all I did was this. Maybe let my ankles pop. Kind of. And then just one time, and then my leg would shake. I'm like, just that little bit, lifting myself up at 200 pounds. When my job requires 90% of the time sitting on my ass in my car, and the rest of the time I'm at home laying on the couch watching TV, and I'm eating McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, Taco Bell, crap. Now, after 3 months of doing this, I'm skipping steps all the way up to 3 flights, and part of me is thinking that I want to take the steps in the apartment buildings that are 5, 6, 7, 8 flights up. Other than the fact, the only thing stopping me from doing that is the speed. However, I will come down from the 5th or 6th floor. I will take the steps if the elevator's not coming fast enough. Because that's quicker. You can kind of down the steps versus trying to go up the steps. So I'm looking for more ways to burn extra calories and do a little extra work now. So I'm going to say, again, if it's not something you're used to doing, yeah, that'd be like standing still, like I'm doing right now, and then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I'm going to run in place as fast as I can. I'm going to go really hard. I'm going to do it for 3 minutes. I'm going to be like, bleh. Yet I can pop on this workout video I'm about to do, and then, I'm fine. It's a little more structured. So yeah, it very well could just be the fact that it's not something you're used to doing. So it could be. Am I going to say that's the only thing and you shouldn't be worried about it? No, I'm not going to say that, because I don't want to be the one to say, well, this random guy on Twitch said I'm fine. Well, I don't want you thinking that. So, but like you said, if you said after a few minutes you felt normal, then most likely that is the case. That it's just that you overworked yourself too quickly with something you haven't really done before. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. That's really all I can tell you on that. So I know I kind of rambled about that, but still, it's the same premise. So it's the same point. Yeah, I would probably advise looking at ways to go a little bit easier at first. I know that seems kind of easy, but I'd probably start maybe jumping on the treadmill, and doing a brisk walk or a light jog, see how you feel. Do a little more structured weight training or a structured cardio aerobic routine. Like you can get off of videos. You can do those on YouTube. YouTube has there's plenty of instructors. If you go, honestly, another thing you can do, if you go to my YouTube, I have a stretch video playlist. You can check out those fitness influencers in there, They have 20, 30-minute aerobic cardio routines that you could follow along, just to see if you can get yourself moving and get yourself used to it, and then you can start doing more CrossFit, because CrossFit is not an easy thing to do. It's not the hardest thing to do in the world, but it's not easy. But it is very, very full-bodied workouts. If you ever watch a CrossFitter do pull-ups, you'll have a lot of lifters that will make fun of the CrossFitters because they're not doing a real pull-up. However, if you tell a lifter to do the type of pull-ups that CrossFitters do, they're going to die. Not literally, but they're going to have issues. You know, you take that CrossFitter, he can sit there and do those rounded, it's all momentum that they're doing. They're kind of just throwing their body up there, and they use the momentum to keep themselves going. But you take somebody who's used to doing just regular pull-ups, that I can do 100 pull-ups, no problem. You know, I can pull myself up. I can do these back and forth things. Push myself. You ever seen those? Those are insane. But I mean, I've seen some insanity stuff with these pull-ups. But you try to get them to do half of what those CrossFitters do, they're not gonna be able to maintain it. Just like you take those CrossFitters and say, yeah, do what he's doing. He can't do that. So my advice, my personal advice before doing like a CrossFit routine is to start light. Just like anything else, start light. Do some aerobics, do some light cardio, do a little bit of lifting with some lighter weights. Get yourself used to doing stuff that's not as all over, and then go into something like that. Or join a CrossFit boot camp. I'm sure they have beginner programs that you can start off with. That will be a little more structured for somebody who's just starting out, so you don't have those issues where you get completely winded like that. So yeah, that's my recommendation. That's my opinion on what you experienced. Again, it's an opinion. It's not a professional opinion. So just take it as it is. So hope that helps. Okay, so all right. I ranted enough. Thank you guys for jumping in there. So, actually, I think you do CrossFit, or at least you did. I don't know. It's leg day. Today's leg day. The only reason I'm on Facebook is because TikTok suspended me. So I'm like, fuck, I'm going to go on Facebook until I get my shit back. So yeah, it's leg day part 1. Today's workout. The warm-up is the Turbo Jam Fat Blaster. I'm going to do the 20-minute portion of that. Because it does about 20 minutes, and then they do a cool down / stretch, and then they do a Tai Chi segment that lasts about 10 minutes at the end. So I'm just going to do the 20 minutes and go into my workout. Leg day is going to be back squats, wide plie squats, leg extensions, leg curls, standing and seated calf raises. That is the entire workout today. So leg days, less exercises than Mondays and Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, but it takes probably just about as long because it's legs. Heavier weights. Squats are another thing that are almost full body if you're still there watching on Twitch. Squats use like pretty much everything from here on your body down. So it's not one of those exercises that uses a lot. So that's why when I started doing this back in April, I started with a broomstick. I would do 30 reps with a broomstick because I knew there was no way in hell I was going to do any weight with the condition of my legs, which again is just from being lazy at the time. The condition of my legs and the weight that I was carrying. So yeah, lazy legs with extra weight on my stomach. I knew that was plenty of weight to push for 30 reps. Even then, that was hard. So now I'm doing 3 sets of 10, and the weight I'm starting with today is 135 pounds. No, it's not a lot, but it's a hell of a lot more than a broomstick. So show my hair. It's messy. So yeah, I have hair. I just don't want to put anything in my hair before I come down here. I have cowlick. I have a big ass cowlick right here. I have a cowlick in the back, which that's not really an issue. That usually sits fine. And I have a receding hairline, which under these lights just kind of gets all shiny and shit. So I'm 44, so it's not why I have a receding hairline, but I have an excuse to have a receding hairline because I'm 44. It's not horrible, but I have to do my hair if I don't wear a hat. I can't just comb it over. It doesn't work. It's wavy, it's thick, and again, I have cowlicks, so it doesn't sit nicely. I have to put product in my hair. I don't want to put product in my hair before I work out. So because then you just get that greasy, sticky scalp. So yeah, I'll either have a bandana on down here or a hat on. And the rest of the time, in my TikTok videos and stuff, I always have a hat on because, again, I'm lazy and I don't want to do my hair. Just to go out and drive around, which I don't think is the point. Plus, the hat keeps the sun out of your eyes for the most part while I'm working. So, since I'm outside most of the time, yeah. So, all right. So, in between the exercise, in between sets 1 and sets 2. That doesn't make any sense. In between sets 1 and 2 and sets 2 and 3, we're going to do a minute intervals also. So we'll be running plays, jumping jacks, skipping rope, Heisman's, fast feet, and wacky jacks. In between the sets, in between exercises, we're just going to switch and set up for the next exercise. So we're doing a little cardio warm-up beforehand, and then we're going to do some cardio intervals in between sets. The heavier you go, the longer the rest period you need in between sets. Since we're doing 3 sets of 10, that's roughly about a minute and a half is what you need. So the time it takes to come over here, write down my shit, do my 1 minute, and get back to the next set should take up about that minute and a half. So the next series, which starts August 22nd, is a 5 to 6 series, so we're going heavier, so we need a longer rest break. So those intervals will bump up to 1.5 minutes from 1 minute. So I have my egg timers over here, my digital egg timers over here, to keep track of that. So, all right. I hate leg day. All right, so I am going to go ahead and get started because I've already pushed back my start time far enough. And if I push it back any farther, I'm not going to make anything worth going out for tonight. So I really wanted it to be a full day today, but whatever. So. All right, so again, this is a Turbo Jam video. It's copyrighted by Beachbody. I don't own copyright. I know that doesn't make up for using it, but Doesn't seem to be an issue other than one of the songs playing on YouTube. I will recommend these, by the way. If you do want to do some cardio stuff, I do recommend the Turbo Jam. That's another thing right there, the Turbo Jam videos. I know they seem to be girly, but they do work. I use them for my warm-ups. It's about 20 minutes worth of cardio. It's a good warm-up, it's a good cardio. Their whole program is pretty good. This video I'm not really that fond of because the choreography's a little off in my head. But again, you don't have to follow it perfectly to get the exercise as long as you keep moving as hard as you need to. So, but the original Turbo Jam from 2007, the Volume 1 or whatever you want to call it, it's a good routine to follow. So, it's a good place to start if you need somewhere to start easier. So, yeah. Anyway. Maybe. Oh, and then after this, the music that will be playing in the background is all Creative Commons music from the YouTube library. The only requirement to use that music off the YouTube library is to have it in a video, and it's being recorded in the corner for video, and live streaming is video. So, I have permission to use everything except for this video. But you're not watching the video. You're hearing the audio, which still kind of counts, but... It's so low. That's better. Alright.
Hi guys, this is Louise Johnson. Welcome to Fat Blaster. You are going to love this workout when you're short on time. This is jam-packed. The best part of Turbo Jam. The turbos! Now don't worry. Even if you're at a lower level of fitness, you're going to find a way to do this workout that's suitable for you. You do it low impact, watch my girl Mindy. And high impact, you can watch anybody you want. Okay guys, you ready? Roll the shoulders. Good. Now make sure you have a towel nearby. You're going to need it to dry off. Water to stay hydrated. And a great big smile on your face. If you're going to burn lots of calories, lots of fat, double bottom leaves, give me a jab to the front. Again, hands are right by your face. Single jabs. Come on, use those legs. We got to get warmed up. Here it is. Double bottom weave. Now cross. Beautiful job, guys. Single crosses. Breathe. Come on, punch it across. Awesome. Let's do it. Double bottom weave. Now it's a hook punch. Hook. 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 Single hook. Be careful, you're still warming up, so don't throw that shoulder yet. Double bottom weave. Control it. Never locking your elbows. Single uppercut. Double bottom weave. Uppercut. Single. Now marching right. 1, 2, 3, knee. Pull. Beautiful. Pull down hard with both arms. So you got 4 turbos in store for you today. That's manageable, right? You can do that. Single. And there's a method to my madness. We are going to work in intervals. That means lower intensity when I teach it to you, and a higher intensity when you hear the silence. Okay? Give me 8. Everybody's intensity level is different. We can go 8 the other way. And it's always changing because you're always becoming more fit. Give me 4. Hey! 4 the other way. Switch and go 4 again. 4, 3, 2, switch. Now hold it. Kick it. This workout is going to be your secret weapon. This is it. When you work in intervals, you burn so much more fat and calories when you're working steady state. Hold it. And you'll love it. Time flies by. Reach up. Got some moves, let me see. Can you beat this? Reach left. Reach and over. Reach. Hey, nobody's watching. You gotta do that. It's good luck to do that. Take it, baby. 2 more. Good. And you don't have to go quite as low. You come up here, your legs are kind of tight. This is just for you to get your body ready. Warming up your muscles. Again. Hold it. Bring both feet together. Push the hips to one side. Stretch it out right there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Now let's march to left. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Beautiful. Hold. All the way down. Pull the elbows back. So nice. I think we're ready for singles. Go. Hold. There you go. Bring them down, guys. Nice. Yeah, that's it. Okay, 8 on one side. Now if you're really crazy, you really want intensity, switch and go the other way, then you gotta pick yourself up a pair of the weighted hand gloves. A couple of the folks are wearing them today. Wow. Give me 4. That's a great way to really intensify. Switch, and you can get them at Beachbody.com. Switch. You can get me at my Beachbody. Switch, switch. Now hold it. Keep it. Hey. Nice, all the way back. Yep, they're ready. Again. Awesome. Pulling it down. Reach that part, people. Reach. Pull down. Reach. Pull down. Elbows back. Excellent. Nice. Hip flexor. Have a seat. Sit up and hands. Again. Have a seat. One more time. Again. And hold it. Drop that toe. Step over. Reach. Over. Good. Over. Are you laughing at me, Mindy? Really? 2 and 2. Come on. That's your own natural style, you know. The way you dance when no one else is looking. Again, 2 and 2. Yeah. You got it. Hold it left. Bring it up to the right. Push it out. Oh! Uppercut. Good. All right, so just to review. The intervals. Intervals of intensity. You're going to do the same intervals. How many times? Right, 2 times. First time, lower intensity. Exact same turbo, higher intensity. Now guess what? If you're not ready to do any of them at high intensity, then do the whole workout at your intensity. All right, let's move it back. Bottom lead. Hear the music? So it's like you're learning the routine the first time, and the second time you're doing it. Bring your feet in, and out a little bit. You're just going to pop your hands down. There you go. Pop. Take it easy. We're learning it together. Arms out. One more time. Good. Now we're just going to squat and lift. Squat, lift. Lift. When we go full intensity, if you want to use plyometric and don't do that part, go for it, baby. Are you ready? Now let's run to your right. Run right. You think you hit to the front of the room. Run the other way. Hit to the front of the room. All right. High low. Now give me a yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta say yeah. Ready? Give me attitude.
Yeah.
Attitude.
Yeah.
Now one of each.
Yeah.
You gotta make a face like you won the lottery. You got it. Okay, guys, now cross country. Right leg goes forward. Then the left leg will go forward. Now this is how you keep it lower. Watch Mindy. forward. Ooh, I can't wait for the level of intensity. Okay, now we're gonna punch. We're gonna punch. Across. Right across the body. It's like a block. That's nice. That was just for me. All right, back it up. Now, this one's for real. When you hear that siren, so catch your breath. Okay? For real. Jump rope. All you got. Your maximum intensity. Push yourself, but pace yourself. Here we go, guys. Come on, come on. You got it. Now squat. Oh, come on. Get up, two. Run right. Hips to the front of the room. Upper corner. Hips to the front. High low. You mean yeah?
Yeah.
Come on, attitude, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, oh. One of each.
Yeah.
Up. Come on. Jump. Oh. Here we go. Right hip forward. I think we're doing it again. Oh, Mary, that was cool. Oh, I'm with you, girl. Oh, that's cool. Okay, go right. Now the walk. Go forward, come on. Push. Push it. Oh. Okay. Not a lot of time. Gotta bring your heart rate down. Stay with me. Oh, see another. This one you use to keep your heart rate down. Right leg is forward, guys. Nice deep breath. You gotta mark it, right? Up. Yeah, we're learning it. Keep your intensity low. Oh! One more time. Now the right hand punches. More jab. Left hand punches. Now the jab. Now go to the right with punches. Left hand goes up. Come on, baby. Take it easy, heart rate. We're trying to recover a little bit. Single. Keep it low. Now watch, listen. Hands are up. That's a little run. Of course, you can march that if you want. Or just lift your heels. But I need your intensity level at a certain pace. We're not all out just yet. Okay, now quick feet front, back. Front, back. Take it easy. Turn right. Back to front. Now the side. Now punch up high with the right. Up, down. Up, down. Take it easy. You know what's coming, don't you? Okay. Wait for the siren. Don't go. Listen closely. Keep moving. Come on. There it is. You're ready. Now remember, you can take your intensity up. I need you to do that. Let's go, guys. Energy high. Here it is. go, Mindy. See, you need to stand up. Kick it back, guys. Kick it. Turn to your right. Right. Front. Side. Front. Now don't forget, punch. High low. Go crazy.
I wish I would have refilmed
Okay,
this
guys, come
one.
on back. Cool it down. We got
She
another
doesn't
one.
teach it very well.
But we're to start learning it at a
For the
low
low part,
Then you go all
then
out.
she
All
changes
right?
it a bit
Got the energy left?
in the high part.
Told you to.
Now just with the intensity,
Okay, we're gonna punch
change
overhead.
moves.
Right, then left. Now right and single. Good. Left, right, left. Now single. Right leg goes forward and back. Now only forward. Switch and go the other way. Forward and back. Only forward. Good. Now 8 knees. 8 knees. Hold it all the way up. On the last part, hold it. Switch. Bring your heart rate nice and low because you're recovering from the last turbo. Good, now punch right, left. Leap to the right. March up. And we're going to jack back. Arms up and out. Now go to your left. Left and right. Leap. Or you can step it. Run up. Excellent job, you guys. Now jack. Punch right. Get that whip. Oh. Good. Stay low. Stay low. Save me some energy. Now run. And go quick. All right. Wait for the siren. Wait for that siren. Catch your breath. Put your game face on. You can do it. There it is. Come on, baby. We're ready. Which hand goes up first? The right. How many times? Right, left, right. Hit it. Oh. Oh. Singles. Oh. 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 Left. Oh. Right. Left. Singles. Run back, run back. Now always run. Switch. Run back. Only front. 8 knees. Pull it up. Switch. Get ready. Hold it. Get right. Now one or leap. Good. Run up. Jack back. Go to your left punch. Leap. Yeah, go, go, go. Run, baby. Now jack. Punch to your right. Get that whip out. Whoa. Come on. Ah. Go, 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 go. You're almost there. We can do it. Run. Run. Now quick beat. Yeah. Nice. Hot. Nice. Listen up. Heart rate coming back down, guys. We're going to learn the next routine. Jump and rope. You can do it. Lower intensity, please. Jumping rope, single count. That's it. Now we do double knees. Double, double, double. Get down to a speed leg position. Down and up. Now the wider you can take your legs, the better. And when we go all out, that speed leg is going to be going as fast as you possibly can. Down and up. Now bring in squat. High, jump up high. Yeah. Up. 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 Now the feet go hard in this. Out, in. Out, in. Now punch right down to. Leave it. Do it again. Other way. 2. Switch. Switch. Okay, guys, single knee. Check it out. Left knee. There's the single. Now double. 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 Run forward, please. Ski back. Run up. Ski back. Low intensity. Punching right in front back. Now jab and jab. Other side. We do it 3 times. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Jab. Yep. Okay. Listen to the siren. Okay. Hey, this is your last one. This is it. All you got. Are you ready? Don't save any energy. I want to use it all right now. Jump rope. All the way up with those knees. Come on. Now the doubles. Double. Here we go. Get down. Keep it. Go back. Come on. Hit those drums. Go. 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 Use your legs. Burn it up, baby. Push. Push. Come in and squat. Jump. Okay, keep your legs out and in. Out and in. Now turn to your right. Do the same thing. Pump those arms. Pump those fists. Back wide. Pump it, shake it, shake it. To left. Now right hand punch down. Again. Left. Right. Again. Now step knee. Come on, let's go. Now doubles. All right, run up, guys. Ski back. Run up again. Take your hips to the left this time. Left. Push back. Now jab. Good, move up. Yeah. Yeah. Nice job, guys. All right, bring that heart rate back down with me. Don't stop moving. Step and bob and weave. That was so good. That was 4 turbos. And you did 2 timing. So if you're count.
Okay, so it's like 8 minutes of cool down and stretch and Tai Chi stuff. Which really I don't think we consider Tai Chi stuff. Alright. Let's see here. Love all the comments I'm getting on my post about my live being banned and not restored. They're all fucking, oh, go to Instagram and this so and so can get your account restored. Like almost word for word messages. Sometimes with different usernames, but bet you they won't find a violation in those, in my reports for those. Alright, anyway, I'm turning music on. Gotta make a little adjustment on squat rack.
Powering on. Welcome to all tech wins.
Again, Instagram and Facebook. This music is, I have the rights to use this music in videos because it is from the YouTube audio library. It doesn't have to be YouTube videos, it just has to be a video. No attribution needed for the artists, which is kind of I kind of like to attribute people. Starting to get warm down here. It's getting warm outside. And I was hoping to have this done well before now. Before it got warm outside. Part of me wants to go turn on the AC. Shut all the windows. Probably should. The cats are probably upstairs like, eh. Minutes to do that. So I'm going to do that real fast. So I know it's last time I was upstairs, 2 hours ago, it was muggy as hell, so I'll be right back. Also, last time I ate anything was like 8:30, so. I know, it'd be a bad idea. Start doing squats and shit on every summer. Nice thing about these squat bars, you know, I'm not sponsored by anybody, is that they're very solid. And you can eat these and like almost immediately start working out. As opposed to a protein shake, it's going to swish around your stomach and probably make it a little bit nauseous. At least for me it does. Problem is they're $3 each. And they just went up from like $2.79. This is up from a couple years ago, $2.50. But they're good, they got good protein. I recommend them. I have one every morning before I come down here. Or every day before I come down here. I like to say morning because I want to be down here every morning. I want to be down here at 8 o'clock. Alright. Alright, so that's that for a minute. For my intervals in between sets. Alright, so back squats. Last week we did 120, 130, 135. We're keeping it at 135. So 135 bars, 20 pounds, 135 is 115. What is that? It's 57.5 on each side. Yeah. Now in the gym, there'd be a 45-pound bar and 2 45-pound weights. Most likely you'd be using Olympic weights and stuff. They can hold a lot more. This bar can probably hold about 300 pounds. So I'm kind of dreading. I would have to buy all new shit if I had to go higher than that. Higher than 300 pounds. I would have to buy a Olympic bar, Olympic set. I wouldn't even do squat reps because that's only holds about 300 pounds too. So, alright, so double check the weights. 50, 100, 105, 110, 112.5, 115, 135. Okay. Good there. Yes, I use a squat bar cushion because fuck you, I don't care. That's all. Again, I will say every time somebody makes fun of you for using cushions where they don't use cushions, tell them to take all the cushions off the rest of the equipment. See how they feel. It's really the same thing. You have cushions where the bar hits your body on pretty much every other exercise. So also I want to stress the weight belt is not to help you lift the weight, it's to help support your back while you lift the weight. So I know somebody who's like, she was all excited that she did her squats without a belt. Because she thought the belt was an assist. It does make it a little easier, I will give you that, because again, you're supporting your back, so you're putting more of the weight where it needs to be. So you're getting less stress on your lower back. That's the only thing. It's less stress on your back. It's not really making it easier. It's just making it less stressful on parts of your body. It doesn't need to. You're just protecting your back. Minimally protecting your back from injury. So, all right, first set 135. Then we will jog in place for our intervals. I have to be careful because I went really hard on my intervals Monday. And yesterday I was starting to feel like shin splints and stuff because most of the intervals are all on your toes. It's like, you know, everything I'm doing is like up, keep it back here, all bouncing on your toes. That does a lot of work on the thing they're called dorsal muscles on your front of your calves, your shins. That's why runners get shin splints, because they're constantly bouncing off their toes. That's what shin splints are. It's cramping, muscle soreness, fatigue, muscle soreness in the front of your calves. Okay. felt a little weird. Not weird, but... I felt like I could do more at the same time. I don't feel like I can do more. That's the way I feel too. Alright, so first set, 135, 10 reps. We're going to keep it at 135 for the second set because it's kind of lean on the side that way. Again, for your intervals, you really don't have to do these intervals, but just keeps your body moving while you're doing your workout, as opposed to just sitting there waiting for your rest period to happen. If you just want to walk around, do this kind of shit in between, that's fine. Advise not to sit down and start playing on the phone. We all know how that goes. You're just wasting time, wasting other people's time if you're in the gym. A lot of people will sit up, do the bench press set, sit up, start playing on the phone, while someone else is sitting there walking around, starting to do other actions when he wants to use bench press. When you guys can be going back and forth. Sharing it. Then you got a spotter. That's one of the nice things about the gym, is if you share the equipment, you know, while you're resting, during your minute and a half to 2 minute rest, they can do their set. You know, they get the weights changed, you help them change the weights, they'll help you change the weights, we'll go back to your set. You have a rest period anyway. Might as well let somebody else utilize the machine. But most of us nowadays sit there with our headphones in, we'll start playing on our phones, sitting on the end of the bench press, sitting on the bench. While someone else has to walk up and be like, hey, you done with that? No, I got 2 more sets. And you can like easily jump back and forth. Alright, so second set, gotta put my belt back on. Like I'm doing now is to play on the phone, keep checking shit. At least they found violations in the spam comments. But here's what I find funny: that guy's video. If you watched my last video, this guy. Should go right back to the video. Anyway, this guy. After Roe v. Wade was overturned, he said, she goes, if you have conservative parents, if you're a female and have conservative parents, I want you to go to them and tell them that you got knocked up, and then kind of suggest or imply that the father has an ethnic-sounding name. That is racist as shit. I reported it, no violation. And then somebody stitched it, or duetted it. Somebody duetted it. Of course, all the duets were like, yeah, do this, do this. You know, someone duetted. No more white men on the fucking video. On a piece of paper says, no more white men. That is literal hate speech. That is racist as shit. No more white men. No violation found. Yet, if anything, I called technicians at Camping World cocksuckers. That's the only thing that I said that I think could possibly be construed as hate speech. That's it. That's probably the only thing, that's 100% the only thing that I can even remotely think of. But then again, it's not hate speech because I was not talking about anybody but technicians who sucked at their jobs. That's it. Cocksucker is only a slur is if you're using it as a slur. Because I could call a female a cocksucker, and then it's not a slur. Could be an insult, but it might be a compliment. So it's not a slur. So there's no hate speech whatsoever in my video, in my live. But yet, that person can write "no more white men" on a piece of paper and put it in a video. No violation found. Yeah. Yeah. Second set, same way. Second set, 135. 10 reps, we'll go up to 140. And the third set, that one felt a little better. Okay, so yeah, 140. fucker. Probably shouldn't be working out. Heavy fucking weights right now. I'm so fucking pissed off. I mean, really, there's no point in me live streaming anyways because nobody fucking watches them. Yeah, they get banned for hate speech, but nobody watches my fucking lives. Nope, literally, I'll be honest, literally, nobody was in my fucking live when it got banned. Nobody. Just remember that. It said 0 on top. So, not sure where the fuck that came from. Kind of at the same time when my, one video got banned, like immediately after I put it up, got a video taken down for bullying and harassing or hate speech, I don't know which one, because they like fucking give me all those shit. No views at all. No views, it was taken down. Okay, it's third set. 140, 10 reps. We'll stay 140 next time. Alright. Wide plie squats. There's 85, 90, 95. Keeping it 95. That stinks. $95, $75, $37.5. Okay, so wide plie squats, for anybody who hasn't watched before, doesn't know, basically, you know what a plié is? If you don't, ballet. So they have their feet turned out as far as they can go, sideways. And they go down like this. Something like that. That's a plié. So a wide plié would be out like this, and down. Now obviously we don't want our feet completely turned off because you can see I'm losing my balance. So you want your feet kind of at a 45-degree angle. That'll help your balance. You want to go out just slightly more than shoulder width. Yeah, your heels just past your shoulders. So that's the move. And my fucking Twitch frozen. Like, I wish I could refresh this shit. I wonder if I turn the camera around. No, I'm not going to turn the camera around. What the fuck is going on with my fucking goddamn phones? I love how it works most days just fine, but today everything's fucked up. That's great. Okay, so yeah, my rule, at least for me, is anything over 100 pounds that I'm squatting, deadlifting, things like that, I'm gonna wear the belt. So this set's 95, I'm wearing the belt. Again, that could be different for you. You could be a hell lot bigger, stronger, heavier. You might not need the belt for as lightweight as I'm doing. You could be a lot smaller. If you're smaller, you know, you're a girl. I'm not saying all girls are smaller, but you're an average girl, you're going to be probably smaller. I'd wear a belt. Maybe lighter weight. So, for me, my push is, my minimum is 100 pounds. So. Alright, first set, 95. Also, if you have a way of having a spotter, all you need to have is right here. They don't have to really touch you or anything. Right here, because if you start leaning backwards, which is what you're going to do, because the bar's on your back, all they got to do is tap you a little bit, kind of like this, and you'll catch your balance. As long as they catch you right off the bat, you know, once they start feeling you falter, all you got to do is kind of give you a little bit, just a little solidness to their hand, and you'll catch your balance. You want them pushing on you. If you push on you, you're going to fall forward. But all you have to do is keep your hand back here, and as soon as they feel you, teeter a little bit, just oop. That's it. You be here, and then it's just like that. Just a slight touch to the hand. Yeah, because I can. If I let go, and I barely just slightest touch helps keep the balance. So, anyway, first set, 95 pounds. These are really, really, really hard on your inner thighs. So just so you know, if you're not used to working your inner thighs, even if you're going light, these might be very hard for you to do at first. They're very good for you to do. So you also have to be very careful. Like one, like I said, your balance can be a little off because of the positioning of your feet. So if you don't have decent balance, definitely recommend having a spotter. You also have to waddle into place and then waddle back out when you're done. So you got to be able to do that too. So that requires a little bit less weight. That requires a little bit less weight. last two were kind of getting on me. Getting on me. Last two got kind of hard. So first set, 95 pounds, 10 reps. We'll keep it 95 pounds for the second set. And then we're doing jumping jacks. I don't think it's that hot outside. It's 72 degrees, but it's muggy. And all that's getting inside. That's why I had to turn the AC on. Yeah, 75. It's starting to rain, so but I went upstairs and it was muggy. Alright, second set, same weight. Alright, second set, 95, 10 reps. To stay 95, I am going to go to the bathroom. Okay, so jumping jacks. Alright, last set, same way. Last set, 95, 10 reps. I'm gonna start next week with that too. Each one of those, by the end of them, got a little harder, and then that last one I kind of stumbled around 6 or 7. So, just to ensure, plus start getting a little pulley in the groin area. Alright, so strip those bars down. I want to see. Just check. Alright, then we'll do leg extensions. Those are next. Leg extensions are next. Then we'll be halfway through after that. Facing cameras, but then again with the heavier weights it's hard to slide it, so you're not staring at my like ass in your face. I don't want to get like banned for like sexual harassment. Okay, so leg extension, we do 80, 80, 80, and we're doing 85 today. Now, the 50 pounder will fit on there. It's just so big and awkward. I don't like to use it. I will start using it when I have to. But as long as I can fit things on there, I will use the smaller one. So I can put 3 25s on there, no problem. Plus an extra few weights or so. But I might need to start using it soon. I mean, I can put all 4 25s on there. Well, I don't really like using those ones. They don't have handles. But it just comes up to like here. And it's like just kind of like awkward trying to squeeze my legs behind it when I need to. especially with the leg curls, they're kind of like brushing my shins. I don't like it. Alright. Okay. There's 75. There's 80. Feeling I can probably get up to about 100 and probably like 120 before I need to start using the 50s on that. And I could do the same thing with squats. I'm going to utilize those. And again, because those aren't in my way, they're just harder to pick up. Whatever. So first set, 85 pounds, and then we're going to do imaginary jump rope. So you can see, like, I kind of bring my leg around like this. I would have to like do one of these things with the other one that sticks out. Ah! My pre-workout wore off like 9 o'clock this morning. 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock? I think I said about 9:30. After 3 p.m. First set, 85 pounds, 10 reps. We'll go to 90. This is how I like to do them, but that's a lot on my calves. My calves are not feeling today. So, just gonna do the mini version of this. Again, like I said, they're just mainly to keep you moving in between sets. I don't know why I'm searching that one. Okay, so second set, 90. Yeah, if need be, if I need to get all the way to the end here, I have those squeeze clamps too. Those little pincher ones. They're very thin. These ones, so they'll sit right at the end if I need to use them. Anyway, all right, second set, 90 pounds. 25, 50, 75, 85, 90. Second set, 90 pounds, 10 reps. Keep it at 90 for the last set. And when I'm like just barely getting it all the way up. I know it looks like it's not going all the way up, but only so far. The angle you're sitting there. All right.
Mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know, my rap, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, feel like something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a pistol of pain, just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back.
Alright, last set, same way. I think I'm doing this too fast. I'll get a nice. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm doing it too fast. So we're going to keep that at 90. 90 pounds, 10 reps. Stay at 90. I don't need to budge that for a while. I need to get that a longer hold. Note on there to slow down on. Alright, so leg curls. It is 75, 80, 80. We're keeping it at 80. So like I said, take off 10, 5 that one. 50, 75, 80. Alright. There. Should be good. Yeah. Left at 10 there in case I wanted to go up 5 pounds. Take off the 5 and 10 back. I don't think that's going to happen. Alright, first set, 80 pounds, 10 reps. It's going to stay 80 pounds. And we're going to do kind of a version of the standing, of the Heisman move. Whatever feels fine. It's a lot of leg work on that one. Oh my god. So we're just going to kind of do a step touch. That's not even working very well. Just do it. That'll work. Mini Heisman. Okay. Alright, second set, same weight. Okay, second set, 80 pounds, 10 reps. Let's stay 80 for the next set. Okay, more fake Heisman moves. You gotta at least do a variant of it. This on my YouTube video is gonna say leg curls, interval height spins. I gotta do something that looks like it. Even though I can change it. It's anything I want. I can change it to lazy Heismans. Last set, same weight. After some water. That's set. 80 pounds, 10 reps. Stay 80 pounds for next week. And calf raises. That's it. 2 different kinds. But that's it. Get this stripped down and out of the way. Standing calf raises. So again, since I don't have a standing calf raise machine, I have to use this calf raise block that I made out of wood. And hip belts. There's no way you're going to use a calf raise block and try to balance a bar. Even this way, not work very well. You can do it up against a wall. You just need something to brace yourself. Keep the balance while you do it. So you get like one of those chest or vest, weighted vest things if you want. You're not going heavy. But even heavy, it's a little awkward with a dip belt. So, alternative, you can do single leg, but depending on where you're at in your journey, single leg might be too much. Because you gotta remember, if you're 200 pounds, it's 200 pounds on one leg versus 100 on each leg. So, you have to add 100 pounds to this. If you add 100 pounds to this, that's only 150 per leg. So you're still less than where you are with one leg. So keep that in mind when you do one leg. 100 pounds starts to get kind of awkward when you get that. So basically, once I load my weight, roughly, I'm a little over 180. Once I load my weight onto here, or I can load my weight onto here, I'm switching to single leg. Then I can start with 0, because that's all, it's going to be all right there on the one leg. For the most part. It's a little less than all your weight. But. So I could probably get to about 150, and then I can probably switch to single leg. And then I can start over. So you can go one leg, then I can add 5 pounds, 10 pounds, and start all the way back over. So currently, we are at 100 pounds. So we had 85, 90, 95, and we're going to 100 this week. So that basically puts me at 100. 140 total per leg. 140 total per leg, roughly. Because I'm about 180, a little over 180, 100 pounds, 230. No, 180, that's 280. 140 pounds per leg, yeah. Something like that, you do that. 180 plus 100 pounds, 280. Plus, or divided by 2. Divided by 2. 280 divided by 2, 140 per leg. 140 per leg, so pretty close. Alright, so again, I also like to stress that you want to get your weight off the ground with the dip belt, because you don't want to be putting a lot of weight down here and then trying to stand up with your knee jutting over your toes. And this one's just, you're fucked on this one. Now, taking it off, different story. You can drop down, that's fine, that's different. You're not putting all the pressure on your legs. The thing is, you gotta be careful also because the weights are super heavy. You don't want to pinch your fingers or anything else. This is the awkward part. Get away with grabbing one start with. Again, if I go up, I gotta have a third plate on. This time I'm not going to. I also need to have my dip belt on exactly where I need it to be. So and hang down those while you're creating a little more awkward. Alright, first set 100 pounds, 10 reps. Now, that's not a 100-pound dip belt exercise. It's back related exercise. Squats, deadlifts, pretty much it. Alright, so stupidly, I'm going to do fast feet. Alright, so I'm going to keep that 100 pounds for the next set. We already said that. Alright, second set, 100 pounds. 10 reps. It's going to stay there for the last set. Alright, last set, same way. Technically, that's a back exercise. It's basically a back exercise. Alright, now for this one. Squat. Okay, last set, 100 pounds, 10 reps. Let's stay there for next week. Alright, last exercise, seated calf raises. So, gotta do some setup here. Then we'll be good to go. Again, I don't have a seated calf raise machine either. Even though that's the cheaper one, still can't afford it. 200, 300 bucks, something like that. Again, the reason I have to put all these blocks under here is because I'm short. My knees won't raise up the bar high enough to get over the edge here for me to do my things without the extra lift. So we'll raise that about 2 inches and we're good. The only hard thing is getting everything in the right position every time. Most parts, I think I do pretty decent. I got a good spot. Sometimes it's pretty off, even though I thought it was right. Alright, we need our pad thing for our knees. This is the main reason I got it. As soon as this weight started getting heavy, I was like, holy crap, that hurts my knees. And I looked over here, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Alright, so let's make sure we're correct. At least we're good enough. Edge there. Alright. So we should be good. Alright, last week we did 200, 205, and 210. We're going to 215. So 215 minus a 20-pound bar is 195. 195 divided by 2. Let's take off the 100 pounds. 95 divided by 2 is 47 and a half, so 147 and a half. That's not right. $95, $97 and a half. That's it. I added the 100 off, and after I split it in half, I should have added the 50. Calf raises are more different muscle, as well as the fact that all the weights that you're normally lifting with your calves right now is no longer being lifted. So you have to make up for it with extra weight. Okay, so let's double check the weight to make sure. We should be 215. 50, 100, 125, 150, 160, 170, 180, 90, 192 and a half, 195, the bar's 20. Okay, first set 215. 10 reps. It's going to stay 215. And then we're going to do wacky jacks. After it goes out. Back jacks. Okay, this looks stupid, but whatever. I'm gonna prove TikTok's bullshit hypocrisy when I get my live back in a week. I'm gonna start posting my lives, doing my lives with music with no lyrics whatsoever. As you can see, there's no writing that you can see in the background. There's no images other than that Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, Dean Martin poster, which I'll move because that might offend people. So I'll make sure there's nothing in camera people can see. I will not talk the entire time. I will just use prompts. And I'll still get my live taken down for today's speech. Watch. Alright, second set, same weight. Second set, 215, 10 reps. Maybe I'll say 215 for the last set. I think I hit a magic number. Then again, also my pre-workout's going off, so I don't know. Okay, last set. Same way. Okay, last set, 215, 10 reps. I'm going to keep it there for next week. That's it. Done. Okay, I don't forget to plug this in, so I'm going to unplug this one since nobody's there anyway. You know what I would like on these lives? When somebody joins and then they leave, they take their name off of it. So I know that they're not there anymore. For sure. That'd be nice. But whatever. Maybe archive it on a separate side. Say, hey, they joined, you know, but no longer there. You know, maybe like kind of do it faded after they leave. Have it highlighted, bright, you know, bold, whatever, when they're there, and then fade it out when they leave so we know that they're not there anymore. That would be nice. But also would be nice not being booted and banned for bullshit lies. And then that ban being upheld when there's no reason to be. Because literally, no hate speech. Any of my videos. I literally made a shirt that says racism is for pussies. And I wear it in public. I have multiple videos calling out people who use hate speech. I have been asked in my lives if I support LGBTQ. And I say yes, I do. I always have conditions on there on what I say. not like conditions like I support them only if, you know, no. I have like things on there like, you know, I believe every person should be able to live their life how they so choose. I'm like, I don't support some of the agenda that the community is pushing, but yes, I support people. Because the community is pushing some weird ass shit. That's the problem when you let everybody have what they want 100%. And this goes for anybody. I don't care what group you're in. I don't care if you're in the minority. I don't care if you're in the majority. You let people have too much power with what they want. Just give them what they want, make them shut up. Give them what they want, make them shut up. Just think about your kid. How you get a spoiled kid? How you get a kid that beats their parents, hits their parents, doesn't respond to discipline? You give them what they want every time. I'm not talking about giving them what they need. Give them what they need. Give them their freedom to a point. That's your kid, obviously. But the to-a-point part's your kid, obviously. But then again, freedom isn't 100% free anyway. You know, you're not 100% free to do whatever the fuck you want. But yeah, I was 1,000% in support of gay marriage when it came out. When it came out, you know what I mean. When it became legal, when they... The entire time. I wasn't like Joe Biden flip-flopped because my political agenda changed. Or because my voters changed. That's what Biden did. Biden was never, he was very, very religious. Very religious. And he made sure he stated that. People can change. Yeah, they can change. But why are they changing? Are they changing because they've changed viewpoints, because they've had an epiphany? Or are they changing viewpoints because of political bullshit? Biden wanted to be president his whole fucking life. That was his goal his entire life. Tried to run in the 80s, fucked it all up by plagiarizing somebody else's speech. Tried to run again in 2008, got blown to shreds by Obama. For some reason, Obama picked him as running mate. Same reason why the hell Obama or Biden picked Kamala. She had less than like 1% of the support of the Democratic Party. One of the first ones to drop out of the race, but she's the right one. I remember my daughter, when gay marriage became legal, she posted there, you know, she did the whole Facebook picture with the rainbow over her face. I shared her picture and I said, I'm very proud of my daughter being so loving and caring and such a loving, caring person. I'm very proud of her today. She's not in the LGBT community. She's been with her boyfriend for like 20,000 years, you know, and they're 24 almost. They've been together since high school, basically, the end of high school. I'm not sure how long it's been. I don't want to know because it makes me feel old. But anyway, I remember getting a text message from her mom. Don't use your daughter in your political agendas. Which I wasn't. I was just very proud of her being so loving and caring and open about it. I call out bigotry when I see it. I have videos all over my TikTok calling out bigotry from either side. I don't like it from either side. I've said this in the beginning. But I am never, ever going to cater to the people that believe racism only exists on one side. Bigotry only exists on one side. You know, just because white men have had the power forever does not mean that white men should be trampled on. You do unto others as they do unto you. I know I think that's a Christian thing, but I'm not. I believe everybody has a right to freedom of religion. You know, but I love the freedom of religion people. They'll bash down Christians because of their strict Christian beliefs. Yet they will uphold and praise Islam and Muslims with their strict religious beliefs. It's Islamophobia if you don't like their beliefs. Yet they have the same beliefs as Christians do. And some of the factions, the major factions have a lot more strictness. They'll call out Christians for their sexism. Yet in Islam they make them wear burqas, full body coverings, to avoid the misogyny of the men, because men can't control themselves. So it's a safety thing to avoid women, you know, having stuff done to them, turning men on, causing him to lust, causing him to sin, women causing the man to sin. Yet, you know, we praise that, but at the same time, we bash schools for having a dress code because boys can't control themselves. So, really, all this hyperactive, whatever, activist bullshit that's going on has nothing to do with what the shit is about. It has everything to do with marginalized communities. Doesn't matter. Fucking people beheading gay people in Middle East, but you have the LGBT community holding up Free Palestine. Yet, if they went to Palestine, they would be beheaded for being gay. But they're cool with that because it's not the Jews. Because Jews, Judeo-Christian, it's all part of the same thing, and they're just as bad. I hate the fucking hypocrisy of the left-leaning agenda that they're pushing. Everybody has a freedom of religion as long as it doesn't harm anybody else. I don't care what your religion is. I will never bash somebody for their religion. I may bash things into the religion, but not for the religion. I will not tolerate sexist, misogynist men, but at the same time, I'm not going to put up with your over-feminist fake bullshit. Because there's feminism, and then there's feminine bullshit, which is what a lot of people think feminism is. I'm not going to put up with racism. I'm also not going to put up with racism. Because racism does not involve power. I don't care. The ADL is not a dictionary. ADL is not the American Dictionary Lexicon. It is the Anti-Defamation League. They don't make definitions. Their definition of racism is the definition of systemic racism. Because if you scroll down to the bottom of the page with the same definition on it, you read systemic racism, it almost reads word for word. And if it's not word for word, it's the exact same thing, just reworded slightly differently. which is basically the same thing I just said. So, racism is defined in every dictionary, as hatred or intolerance to someone or a group of someone's because of their race, because of their skin color. And then it says typically marginalized groups of people, which is true because the majority of people in the United States, at least, are white and have the power to a point, but hold most of the power. So yeah, to marginalized, and there's 85% of us, 13% of them. So yeah, typically it's going to come that way. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't come this way as well. If you hate somebody, you tolerate them just because of their race, then you're racist. Period. So no, I will not tolerate it from any side. Hate speech is hate speech. Racism is racism. Bigotry is bigotry. I don't like the term phobic being used to describe anything because I understand, you know, when people are like insecure, like some gay guy hits on another guy. No, I'm not. No, get out! I'm not gay. What are you? They get all like insecure and about. It might be homophobic. You know, I don't like. I'm scared. No, I'm not scared of anybody. You know, but I love hearing that. Oh, you guys, that was homophobic of you to say that. What was? You know, that I would politely turn down somebody. You know, the whole thing. You know, those videos where people are making about if you won't go out with a gay guy, you're homophobic. No, I'm straight. If you won't go out with a trans person, you're transphobic. No, I'm straight. Trans women are real women. No, they're not. That's transphobic. No, it's not. Trans women may feel like they're women, and they may act like they're women and live their lives as women, and they are perfectly fine doing so. I have no issue with them doing so. I will walk up to you. I will talk to you. I will have a conversation with you. I have hung out with a few different trans people. Women, trans women. I have a friend on Facebook who is trans that I went to high school with. I didn't know her in high school. Him now. But we became friends on Facebook. I have absolutely no problem at all with anybody living the life there is. But I will not change my beliefs in biology or what biology is just to make somebody feel better. That's not a phobia, it's facts. And that's not hate speech, and that's not even what I was talking about either yesterday. But at the same time, I will not sit there and let somebody be belittled and beat upon and bashed and belittled. I think I don't know if I said that or not. Because of who they are. So yeah, hate speech on my platform doesn't come out of my mouth. And I will call out any comments. I literally had somebody pop in when I was going back and forth with somebody who he was kind of being a troll. Basically, he was putting on a show, acting like I'm the alpha male. Y'all can't touch me. Basically, I'm a bully. I like being a bully. Fuck all these people, you know, type of shit. And he was getting a bunch of us riled up and coming after him for being a bully. When it was really just an act. But at the same time, some guy comments on my video and says, I thought he was a she. You know, I thought it was a she. Or I'm like, and I literally, I stitched this, I replied to his with a video comment. I said, I get what you're saying, but please do not come on my page and call trans people it. That is disrespectful. I'm like, if you don't want to play the, I always say that, if you don't want to play the pronoun game, that's fine. That's your business. That's fine with me. I'm not going to control what you do. I don't get offended for other people like that. But do not call them it. I'm like, if they grew up male and became female and you still call them he, I'm not going to argue with you. They grew up male and now they go by, they're a female, they go by, they grew up as a boy and now they live their life as a girl, and you call them she, you follow their pronouns, fine, that's fine. But do not call them it. And he got pissed, so I made another video. There's no hate speech on my page. I reply to it, and I make video replies to it so I can call you out for your bullshit. I have a whole fucking playlist on my TikTok for racism and bigotry. Whole fucking playlist.
The girls that
Anti-bullying playlist.
I've had grown adults send me threats just...
Alright, so part 2. Continuation with what I...
Fucking retards get offended when someone calls someone a retard.
I'll tell you how. They get offended the same way you get offended when somebody makes fun of that cat over a tooth you got. What you said in the video is the exact reason why it's offensive to them. Because you think they're too... Can I get it you now in some other way? So I've been trying to get Clay Walker to duet me for like 18 days now. So, but I don't know if he's seen him or not, but I'm having fun. That's what this is for, right? And I'm scrolling through and I come across this lovely young lady lip syncing to one of his songs as well. I see all the mean, nasty, disgusting comments on her videos. People are horrible. So here's what I'm gonna do.
I just wanna be appreciated.
You are appreciated. I'm sure there are a lot of people that appreciate you. I appreciate you.
What the fuck is wrong with America?
Alright, first to the asshats that are in this child's comment section. Grow the fuck up and be a grown-up. This is a 13-year-old and you're talking God. What would you do if a grown-up was in your child's comment sections? Bullying and harassing them. What the fuck is wrong with you? Second, to the creator. Nobody is taking away your rights. Okay, so I stitched this video the other day. Alright, first, thank you all for liking and interacting with it. I really appreciate that. It's fun to see my notifications blow up, and I got another video doing it too, and it's crazy. But I'm having a lot of fun with it, so thank you. Alright, 2, the main reason. Person who created this video is 15. Alright? Please leave him alone. And yes, I said him. My intent was not to pick on him. My intent was just to have fun with the video and point out that we like Bella for other reasons. Alright?
So I really wasn't going to reply to this comment because your thoughts and
I just... Well, but I did. I try to make a habit of clicking on the original.
Can you guys just stop? Please.
You know, it's perfectly okay to not find somebody attractive. We all have different preferences, different tastes. There's nothing wrong with that. What's not okay is knew that asshole did in that comment. He said the meanest thing you could possibly think of and prefaced it with,
Just FYI, if the word retarded hurts your feelings, you're on the wrong fucking page. I ain't political.
Alright, listen up, Jethro. It's not about being politically correct. It's about being respectful to people with learning disabilities.
And this comment, I don't understand. What, you don't believe they're real? Like, what, they're mythical creatures? Like, fairies?
Yes, pun intended. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Just a joke.
And this comment, I don't understand.
Says I don't personally believe in the LGBTQ stuff, but Trump 2020.
No one is born that way. No one is born a child molester. No one is born a... Please tell me to not just compare being gay to the act of child molestation. Please tell me you didn't just do that. Oh, but you did. People who are truly gay are born that way. They can't help their feelings. Just like you can't help your feelings towards a...
Something. If you...
Alright, Matt, I pushed him down.
This comment makes me really sad.
It's okay to be bigger than your partner. Well,
Dear straight guys, if you're gonna hug me, actually hug me.
Okay, so, no hate here, alright? That's just how we hug. That's what we do. Straight guy hug another guy. That's it. That's what we get. Pat in the back, by the way. That's extra. That means we like it.
Here we go with another. Addy release my app. Here we go with another edition of What Are You?
Well, I don't know there, doughboy.
Wasn't calling her a doughboy, I was calling the guy who commented, "What are you?" to her.
Looks to me like she's a person. You know, human being. Like you. Like me. So, yeah, there's that. And then also, because her profile, says her name is Stephanie, and her bio says that she is a lesbian, I'm going to go ahead and say that she's a female.
Addy release my...
So I think you blocked me.
okay, so I get the gist of what you're doing here. He doesn't look like a man. Okay, so the gentleman commented, he responded to my last... Okay, so I get the gist of what you're doing
That's the
here.
one I was looking for.
He doesn't look like a man. He's not manly. He's not an alpha male. I understand that completely. But please don't come on my page and call transgender people. It's okay. They're still human, regardless of if you believe or agree with the he's no she and she's no he. And
Nobody.
That an alpha male...
Or white passing.
And I have a plethora of
to all of the black and brown men, women, and children out there,
Did that slip your mind? Because that statement also is directed towards children.
whole plethora of stuff about racism on YouTube. Yet, I'm spewing hate speech in my live. Make it make sense. Anyway, all my social media accounts, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, they're all the same usernames. If you want to see my progress pictures, they're on Instagram, and Facebook, and Twitter. Everything else is on TikTok and YouTube for the most part. Instagram also has the weekly updates and the highlight reels as well. Everything else is there, so you can see them wherever. Pretty much it. Pretty much my spiel wrapped up in like 2 seconds.